Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Zach, and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. In today's video, we're taking a look at the offensive and defensive playing style options coming soon to Red Dead Online in their second major update coming this spring. So let's jump right into the newswire. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and make sure to check out the link down in the description below if you guys want to win some free Red Dead Online gold bars. So let's jump into the newswire now. Some players just want to immerse themselves in the world, riding, hunting, and fishing in peace. We want to offer these options while allowing players to coexist comfortably alongside other players in the world. The offensive playing style is much like the current free roam play as we know it, while the defensive playing style is a more evolved version of the passive mode concept designed for Red Dead Online's more grounded experience, giving players more flexibility in how they interact with the world and at the same time de-emphasizing hostile contact with other players. Choosing the defensive option introduces balances that complement a less confrontational approach. Defensive players cannot be lassoed by rival players, although if a defensive player lassos another player, they'll be removed from defensive play and incur a significant hostility level increase. Defensive players will trade the ability to lock onto other players for the benefit that other players will not be able to lock onto defensive players. While defensive players can target and be targeted in free aim, they cannot deliver or receive critical hits, and if a defensive player is attacked with a headshot, they'll survive and be able to defend themselves via the hostility system or escape, all while remaining defensive. There are several other adjustments that come with the defensive playing style, all of which are built to work seamlessly with systems like hostility and bounties to keep all players rooted in the world. So this is an addition and a building off of the new hostility system coming into the game, and I went over that in a video yesterday, so if you guys want to check out all the information on the new hostility system coming into the game, which are just a furthering and a more in-depth addition to the anti-griefing measures already inside of Red Dead Online, but now we have these offensive and defensive playing style options. Like Rockstar said in their newswire, the offensive playing style is pretty much the same as what we have now, but the defensive one is the new addition that is going to probably transform the game, what I think is for the better, but I've seen complaints online of people who already are just not excited for the defensive playing style. They feel like Rockstar still isn't listening to their concerns, and I want to know from you guys down in the comments, is that how you feel, or do you feel like Rockstar is listening to us? Personally, I think this is a good answer. My ultimate situation here in Red Dead Online, or just like my ultimate dream, would be for them to just have PvE and PvP servers. So if you just want to, do your missions and go about your day, go to the PvE free roam server so you can't attack other players, or even if you see other players, can't necessarily shoot them, just like the Red Dead Redemption 1 online friendly servers. Or if you want to take part in like heists in the future and things like that, you can go to the PvP server, because it seems like that's what Rockstar wants. They want this game to be a Wild West GTA again, where you can't necessarily, do your contact missions or do all this other stuff without not being griefed by players. They want the PvP to impact your own PvE missions, which it's kind of contradictory, and I think it just overall ruins the experience. You never get the fun of the PvP, and you also never get the fun of the PvE because the PvP is intruding on that. Whereas in Red Dead Redemption 1 online, you could choose if you want to kill other players in free roam, go to the normal free roam servers. If you just want to, roam around the world, go hunting, do whatever with your friends and not be bothered by enemy players by getting killed all the time, you could go to the friendly or the PvE servers and you just don't get bothered by other players. That would be the simple answer to do this in Red Dead Online, but Rockstar doesn't want that with their games anymore. In GTA Online and here in Red Dead Online, they want to mix the PvE and the PvP together, and for the second time we've seen this in their second game since GTA Online. GTA Online came out in 2013, Red Dead Online came out in 2018. They've only done this 2 times, and for the past 2 times they've been doing this, they've been forcing player versus environment and player versus player together. I just don't think it's worked. It's just caused this whole problem of griefing. People never complained about griefing in GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 multiplayer because you could just choose to cycle back and forth. But now Rockstar is trying to build this huge expansive world with missions and things to do, but then they want to force players to fight against each other in that world as well. And honestly, I just think it's a conflicting interest here. The Division handles their game differently. The whole map is player versus environment, and then the Dark Zone is dedicated PvP zones where it's also PvE content as well. And I think it wouldn't necessarily make sense for Rockstar to do that with this game, have only like Coulter be PvP and Saint Denis be PvP, the rest of the world be only PvE. but I think you should be able to choose which server you want to engage with and play on so you don't get bothered by other players if you don't want to. But instead, they're taking these half measures and implementing ways to like dissuade people from griefing within the PvE world. So for example, with the defensive playing style, essentially you just have more health. You don't get killed right away with a headshot if you're in the defensive playing style. If you're playing defensive, you can't get lassoed by people, but if you lasso someone else, you get removed from defensive. So it's like, it sounds like even if you want to go from defensive to offensive, I hope they implement the menu system perfectly so you can't just like cycle in and out to grief people, because I feel like that's what's going to happen as well. People are going to play defensive, run up on someone, switch to offensive, and then kill them, and then run away and switch back to defensive. I hope that there's a cooldown or something, but it's just a messy integration in my opinion. I think it will improve Red Dead Online from the way it is right now, but overall it's still not just the simple fix of having invite-only servers, having normal passive mode like in GTA Online, or just choosing having player versus environment and player versus player servers. It's clear that the majority of people who are playing Red Dead Online right now love the player versus environment. They're sick of the PvP, and this isn't Grand Theft Auto Online. It just simply isn't. All right, we don't have jets in this game. We don't have cars. We don't need all that crazy stuff. This is a Western cowboy outlaw game where, you know, even if it's outlaws, you're not going around just targeting one player until they want to leave the server and kill themselves, right? You could still just rob banks and get that one collateral damage thing by throwing a piece of dynamite when you're escaping the bank, and oh, sorry, that player was in the way. That's the type of PvE or the type of PvP that should be going on within this game, not the type of PvP where a 7-person posse just targets that one 12-year-old kid who's level 1 in the game, wants to try it out, and now he never wants to play it again. So I want to get your feedback on this. What do you guys think about the defensive playing mode? I think it's a good addition to online. I'm excited to see how it plays out. I feel like, of course, it's going to come with a lot of problems. People will have complaints, including myself, but I do think from what we have so far, it's another step in the right direction, but we aren't there yet, and we need to keep the pressure on Rockstar to just, you know, get PvE versus PvP servers and also get like a true, real passive mode into the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.